jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, it's Christmas. Today is finally here. Welcome, friends, to our brief, short message to celebrate what Christmas is truly about. It may be that you just opened your gifts. It may be that you just saw the tree. It may be that you are looking forward to the meal ahead. Let us just quickly bring ourselves back. Remember that before the meal, before the tree, before the gifts, Christmas is about Christ.
Brothers and sisters, let's now turn to Matthew 1 verses 23. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Immanuel, which means God with us. Brothers and sisters, we encounter here in Matthew 1 verses 23 the significance of his name Immanuel, which means God with us. See, Christmas is not just a holiday, but the celebration of the remarkable gift of God's love and his presence in our lives. So, brothers and sisters, let us understand together what the significance of this name is. The profound meaning of this name, Immanuel, encapsulates the essence of Christmas. Yes, it signifies God's decision to be with us, to be intimately involved in our lives. Right through the Old Testament, brothers and sisters, God promises his presence to his people. God promises how he will be there for his people. And here in the New Testament, my brothers and sisters, it has come to pass because here in the New Testament, with the birth of Jesus Christ, it came to pass because the Messiah, God, was ultimately with his people. His presence, his involvement in their lives. Brothers and sisters, the divine promise of the Old Testament had been fulfilled because God promised his presence to his people in the birth of Jesus. Now this promise finds its fulfillment. He is near to us. He is near to you. He is near to me in our times of need. He is with us. He provides for us. He comforts us and reassures us in our moments of difficulty. He is present to guide and comfort and strengthen us in these times. He's involved in our lives. He's not distant from us. Yes, brothers, Immanuel, the name of Christ, reminds us that he is not distant. He's not an indifferent deity, but a loving and approachable Father. And our relationship with him is marked by this intimacy and this trust. So Christmas, my friends, is a celebration of God's love and his presence. Just as God did not leave or forsake our forefathers in the Old Testament, just as he didn't do that in the New Testament. Brothers and sisters, so he's not doing it now with us as well. Because he promised the Comforter to us. He is here with us through his Spirit. So that you and I can never feel alone, never feel abandoned. But to be surrounded by his love, his grace and his mercies all the time. Brothers and sisters, Christmas is more than just exchanging gifts and decorating trees. But it's a reminder of the greatest gift ever given to us, ever given to mankind. And this is the gift of Jesus Christ. This gift who brings us greatest joy. And in response of this incredible gift, brothers and sisters, we should be filled with gratitude. And this gratitude should transform our attitudes and our actions towards Him. And as a recipient of this love, of this unconditional love of God and His presence, you and I, we are called to share it with others. Our lives should be a reflection of the Immanuel principle. God is with us. You see, the impact of Immanuel extends to the world around us. It's not just for some, but it's for everybody. While we live in this broken world, brothers and sisters, in this world where people does not care about one another, in a world where people, when it's so easy to shut others out, we have this assurity that God is with us, that He meets us where we are. We have the surety, brothers and sisters, that Immanuel will never forsake us for His name's sake.
There's a lot of ideas about who God is and a lot of very passionate people proclaiming those ideas. All of those ideas, I truly believe, grasp something of the truth as to God's nature and God's person, but it's always just that something. Surface. It's never possible for us to know Him fully, because who and what He is so far removed from who and what we are. He created everything we can see and even those things we cannot see. He knows everything we know as well as all the things we are yet to know. The closest we can come is scratching the surface of who and what He is, but even in scratching that surface, beautiful things are revealed. And during Christmas time, the surface that we scratch and what is opened up to us is a God of mercy and a God of humility. A God who does not care where we are and where He has to be.
The name Immanuel, brothers and sisters, means God with us. And this is the message, brothers and sisters, that you and I need to carry out in this world. You and I need to take to the lost, to those who feel abandoned, to those who feel like they don't have any worth, to those who feel that their very existence is a problem to others, to those who feel suicidal. It's to them that we have to share this message with, that we have to carry this gospel to.
Friends, if Christmas time is a time more filled with sorrow than joy for you, if Christmas is a time more filled with loneliness than family, if Christmas is a time where you feel you know the manger a bit better than you know the palace, know this: amidst the sorrow, amidst the loneliness, in the manger, that is where Christ is. He's with you in the sorrow. He's with you when you are alone. He's waiting for you in the manger. Let's find Him.
Tell them that God is with us. Even though it's not going so well in your life, this message also is for you. This message of comfort. And also bring this message to you that God is with you through whatever you might face. Perhaps this festive season is not one, it's one that you want to wish away. You no longer have to do that. Because Immanuel, God, is with you. Is with your family. Is with me. Is with everyone. Can you and I trust this word today? Can you and I rely on God's promise today that He will be with us, just as the people of old? Can you and I find reassurance in this word? Can you and I find comfort in this word? He's a relational God. He wants to have relationships with us. And that's why He will never be too far to reach. He is here with you today. Amen. May the Lord bless you this Christmas time. Amen.